Jumps in with a hook shot, walks up just short. Adaptive defense is coming out as Hanssama's going to try and trade back in. There's the heal as well. Busio takes another auto from Hans. And it won't be enough to chunk him out too much. He pops a potion. Hanssama running the bow into the Doran's Blade of Kalisz. So Hanssama a little bit squishier in that lane.
I mean, the Doran's Blade is something we see less and less of these days. Most people are opting in for the gold efficiency of the bow or the helmet, even in top lane. Caps taking a lot of damage in this lane.
Flash Frost into a Frostbite. That's a lot of damage onto Kana as well. Yeah. It's the risk of a range into melee. We talk about it every time he comes up. Dazzle Flash onto Kalisz. He has exhaust, but he's exhausted. Hanssama going in. First blood, G2. Just strike first. G2 punished the Camille by just diving in together.
Fantastic aggression showed by the G2 bot lane. Did not hesitate or waver a second. The moment they hit at level 2, they knew that they were winning that all-in so well. Whether this is a practice 2v2 matchup or anything, they were so committed. But
no flashes, no summoners, no heal. Hanssama's going to get healed up a little bit by
a lot of healing.
Needs those couple of auto attacks. Good flash from Busio. The Dazzle only connects onto the clone, and Hans is down. LeBron leaves him for dust as KC strike back in bot.
And I'll tell you this, Medic, the crowd loved that play. As Caps tries to see us a little bit under tower here.
I mean, the flash and has a blast cone, but with the undertow landing again, Skewmon gets on the right side of the blast cone. He's going to chase him down. The Viking wants blood. Yike flashes under the tower. The wall comes in, but Broken Blade's going to get egged. He's already used the flash, and Kana, with his soul unbound, sends Broken Blades to the afterlife. The dive, Kalisz flashes away, puts a snapshot down, and LeBron just survives, doesn't get hit by that last
Look at Skewmon, it's coming behind there.
Oh, the undertow. The undertow looking to send you to the underworld. As you say, top TP in from Broken Blade. Looks like Busi's going to reset. Kalisz tries to get away from the Dazzle, but Skewmon can just walk in and send Kalisz to Valhalla. Skewmon takes 2 tower shots, a third. Not enough. The shield coming out from the Vicious strikes in the end.
Even the crowd thought he would die there. They were erupting as that last tower shot came. And I don't blame Broken Blade for dying there, because the Camille coming top when Yike is in so much danger.
Too much. Glacial Augment, a rune we don't see too often these days, being run there by Lebrov for the slow and the damage reduction. But Skewmon is just forcing Kalisz away. Like, this Caitlyn is full-on vegan, and not the good sort of vegan that finds their protein and their vitamins from other sources. This is the I'm having cucumber sandwiches sort of vegan, you know, as Busio underneath the tower. Flash Dazzle, LeBron doesn't connect as Busio is able to hookshot wall dive away.
Have to run quite far here.
Hanssama flashes, it puts the exhaust down. Starlight's touch for a little bit extra damage on the Light Slinger. Undertow out as well. Busio's flash about to come off cooldown, but it's too little too late as Hanssama secures his second.
And there's a growing threat in the bot lane, and his name is Hanssama. Now 900 gold up on Kalisz at only 7 minutes into the game. And we've seen him play a few mages, but we know how good he can be on these AD carries.
I think the question that comes up in my mind now is, Broken Blade needs to be careful. Fate Sealed comes out, does still have the egg. Broken Blade walking away, there's the egg as the Flash Rush doesn't connect, but Kana needs to be cautious on this. Goes in with another Mortal Seal, that in the end won't have the damage crystallized down. He'll use the Q3 again to get away. Caps trading in the picture-in-picture, but Skewmon there. I don't think KC want to go too much deeper. Busio has the Hexagon to Maidum as they look for Yehu. LeBron and Hanssama coming in to join the party. Dazzle flashed away by Yehu as he slithers his way out, but Busio has no escape. Did have the flash, decided not to utilize it. As G2 find their 4th kill of the game.
And Medic, you must be in agony seeing Camille do so poorly in this early game. I know you really love that champion, and I think this is kind of the issue with Camille. In the end, she's a double-edged sword. You're gonna have games where early doesn't go as you want, and she doesn't really scale very well unless you are an extremely creative player. You really need to find those specific angles to find impact if you don't have a strong landing phase.
I mean, Busio's first win on the Camille was this weekend.
Yeah.
He can sometimes struggle on it. I will say he's got other ultimates and other champions on his team that can follow up at Hexagon to Maidum even if he's massively behind.
Yes.
Like, if he does find a good flank, as you say. Kalisz looking for Caps here. Busio's on his way across. There's the exhaust. Torn out will land on both. Cap's going to try and get in range for a Justice Punch, but there's no real way for him to go. And he cannot escape the clutches of the KC bot lane.
It's a good play by Kalisz, staying in the bush. Caps expected him to recall, and they would reassign the lanes, but old-fashioned tempo trap together with Busio moving over there gets Caps on the bottom side of the map.
Big kill for Kalista as well. Goes back, gets himself the... what are they called? The minion wave. The minions walk around. Busio has to step back. And now Kana's going in. No wave. He just takes a storm out. It's incredibly awkward as the face seal doesn't connect either. Hexagon made him. This dive has gone all kinds of wrong for KC. Broken Blade plays it perfectly, and this dive going kind of wrong for G2 as well.
Oh my God.
Yike will die, the ace in the hole blocked by LeBron as everyone misses everything. Skewmon and Yahoo trying to get away here as Hans Summer's now on the wrong side of this wall. Yahoo can try and chase him out. Caps is coming and Caps is going and it's Caps coming to the fight. He has a hero's entrance. He's not needed.
You're gonna leave it. In the end, LeBron trying to predict Kalist's flash. Ends up looking a little bit silly. Yike did end up dying, so it's a 1-0 in favor of G2, but that was two very messy dives at the same time.
Yeah, that was very messy. Yeah. Neither of the dives worked, but someone still dived, I guess, as Skewmon has a 400 gold lead now on the solo for the experimental Hex plate complete. The dragon is still up, and it looks like KC are making a beeline for it.
So let's see what happened to Yike here. He's trying to run down there to save Kalist, but Kalist doesn't end up needing saving, and it's Yike who ends up dying here. Warrior Trickster kites towards Yahoo, but in the end, the Olaf doesn't care. Olaf does not care that you're kiting into your Cassio, because she can't do anything about him, because he's unstoppable, by the way. It's a miracle that Kalist survives this, because, I mean, he should by all means be dead.
I mean, so should BB, let's be honest, right? Like, they both played it well, but in the end, the dives didn't really work. KC do manage to take the Infernal Drake, their first of the game.
That's very important, being able to stall out that salt point.
Well, Skewmon's just going to chase this. Has Ragnarok, uses it early. Petrifying goes to the hero's entrance as well as Yike realizes he cannot help here. Backs away. The edge of the taunt still catches him, and Skewmon chases him further. Yike flashes out and will manage to escape. The Winds of War, not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hans Summer just absolutely decimates Kalist with a good trap. Kalist answers with one back. Busio still looking to see if he can find this engage because Kana's on his way and has that fate sealed. Hexagon made him onto Skewmon. Ignite down as well. The taunt out from Caps to try and separate the squad. LeBron here with a dazzle, doesn't land. Fate sealed. Caps almost dies. Dashes back in with a Justin Punch. Come on, Tarek. Back up for Yike. Tarek, can you survive? Can LeBron live through this? The answer is a resounding no, as the crowd tells you what they think.
And this is what we expected from this game. It's a scrappy display of skills. Busio, for me, the MVP of that fight. He played it so well. Spacing back and forward, and G2 bit off a little bit more than they can chew. They thought they could get Yike as well, but when the Ragnarok is out, the Olaf is burnable. He cannot go so deep.
Credit to Kalista as well. We didn't quite set up vision around it. Caps and Yahoo are battling out in the top side as Broken Blade's caught out in the Hex Gold and made him. Yike's on his way across, but the Mega Blast cone is going to get Broken Blade across the wall. Ragnarok out as well from Skewmon as he looks for the chase, but he can't auto too much longer because Yahoo is on the flank. Yike going low. LeBron and Hans Summer in with the culling. Skewmon able to escape, and KC, they thought they found the trap, but they're the ones that tried to gobble up the cheese. G2 now looking for Yahoo, who with a noxious blast has to flash. Petrifying gaze, the dazzle doesn't connect, but Hans Summer untouched, unperturbed as Yahoo tries to get away, but a flash will follow him. Kalist now in the midst of G2 is spelled where he stands, and just as I talked about the Baron, it feels like G2 have it on their mind.
And KC sends everything, kitchen sink, microwave, bread toaster, everything gets sent into killing Broken Blade and Skewmon, but Skewmon is unstoppable. Broken Blade has the egg, and G2 ends up collapsing before anyone goes down. It's a fantastic punish by G2, great movement there, great response, and they will be rewarded with the Baron buff.
And the 2,000 gold lead is Busio.
Oh, no.
Did not need to be there. Just didn't. Maybe he was thinking it would be delayed enough that Yike could jump across the wall and see it, but let's have another look at this play.
Let's see this. It's once again Busio. He finds Broken Blade here. Thinks Kana is in range to follow up, but it's quite difficult because he needs the ER, and then Broken Blade can use Popcorn out. And they're having some split threat. You see, half of them are hitting Broken Blade, half of them are hitting Skewmon, and no one ends up going down. I think they thought initially they should go on Anivia, but then she has eggs, so they changed their mind. And here Yeo, he's just caught way too far behind enemy lines. And Asama flashing forward secures the kill.
Oh, Kana stepping forward here. Broken Blade with the Crystallize. Mortal Steel will land the knockup, but Kana taken down before he can snap back to reality. His knees taken out from underneath him as Hans Sommer continues to push in the side lane. He's 3,000 gold ahead. That's a full item on this AD carry. The NAVI flicker blades flickering the HP of this tower down.
I mean, it's definitely very bougie this game. This Lucian is eating like a king. In goes Buzio.
Tries to get in, but Broken Blade will fall. Meanwhile, they'll get on the Ragnarok. Yike going in with the Cyclone. The Dazzle still finds the stun. Yehu can't get in range, and it's only BB. Only the Anivia that's sent to the Spirit Realm. Skewon trying to heal up off the Scuttle Crown.
Gotta get the clap
with a smite. There's TP wards behind and TP up for Kano in 6 seconds. G2 don't really have a way out of this situation.
Yeah, Caps has ultimate. He could come in here, but you need to fight your way out.
LeBron has 1-2. Cosmic Radiance could be massive. Busio tries to step forward. Cold almost taken down. Kana now dashing out. There's the culling from Hans Sommer. Cosmic Radiance as well, but not much damage coming out from KC as they look for the Dazzle. LeBron flashes forward. Skewon and Hans Sommer able to back away with the Hero Essentials coming in from Caps. But yeah, who takes down LeBron? Hans Sommer on the retreat. Caps trying to protect him. Caps is gonna fall. KC have bitten back in game 3.
And it's a hot pursuit by KC. They caught Broken Blade in the mid lane, but they were not sated. They wanted even more and ran them all the way down to bot lane. G2, they're trying to run for the river to get in the crab, but... Wait a minute.
You're just Winds of Warring the wave and then hoping that Kana doesn't go on you.
Yeah.
As Hans Sommer goes in with the coming, Kalist with a good 90 caliber net as well. Does eat some of it. Hans Sommer flashes. Kalist has to flash away. Broken Blade flashes, gets in with a Glacial Storm. He brings down Kalist, who it seemed like he got out of dodge.
G2 could go Baron here. They're pinging the Baron. Caps is catching the top wave. They're going to walk as a 4-man and start this. KC does not have the ready carry.
Yeah, Caps has to make sure that Kana doesn't have a good flank position here because a good Fate Sealed could spell disaster for G2. Yike can also get into the back of the pit. There's only one ward around it as LeBrock tries to act as a bouncer, but they're going for the Drake instead.
Yeah, look at G2 BB. He's marking Kana, make sure he can't get into it. KC will cut their losses, give up the Baron, and secure themselves soul points. Now it's going to come down to, can G2 use this Baron? If they don't snowball with this Baron, this is actually a net winner for KC. Getting this Dragon, securing soul point, could be the decider if G2 doesn't play well with his Baron buff.
Yeah, gotta snowball it, gotta take as many of these towers as possible, and the inhibitor line will be hard to clear through. You've got Miasma, not a huge amount of easy wave players. Kana steps up, he knew this was happening. There were a couple of things coming out on towards that bush. Has to use the Fate Seal to get away. This will be a tower in the top lane for G2. They push their advantage with the Baron buff. The wave clear on KC, not the most substantial, and it's short range as well.
Yeah, I mean, without Fate Seals, you can't dive anymore, but they're going with Skewon.
Skewon, Ragnarok jumps onto Yehu, tries to get those autos down to keep the Ragnarok rolling. Ace in the hole gets through, but Skewon survives. The rest of G2 were backing away from the top side. Caps now the one who's caught. Hexagon made him go down. He's waiting for that blast code. Uses the taunt, but the Justice Punch only finds him guilty. G2 now need to retreat because KC can continue to collapse. A good flash from LeBron into the Crystallites. Yehu dies! Broken Blade finds him. And now Yike only has Busio for support. Kana's pushing through mid.
Broken Blade wants to chase this. It's going to be a slow shot. Skewman is here with an axe, but Yike popcorns away from it. What is done by Labrov. Catches Yehu at the tail end of that fight. Caps ends up going down, but it's a 1-for-1 for G2. But still, KC holding on, getting the play they need. Kana didn't have Fate Seed, but they still go for Skewman. He only has one way to run, and Caps ends up dying to try to save him.
Caps tries to get in the way. Skewman manages to escape. This Hexagon ultimatum is what changes it. Because Caps gets to the blast cone, but if you pop it now, you're just going straight up.
And there's no counter bit to it. But look at the stun by Labrov. The presence of mind to find this in this moment, and they crystallize the boots. What a beauty.
Yehu was blind, but Labrov was not. And now the Baron, only a minute left on it. Inhibitor towers are 3 plates, 4 plates, 5 plates, not really chipped away at, as we've only had that one tier 2 in the top side. So when you talked about consequential advantage from that Baron, it's KC that actually won out.
I mean, right now, KC is very happy. KC is very happy with his outcome of that Baron.
Yep,
G2
40 seconds left.
One more wave on this Baron to try to crack this bot lane tower.
What do KC have? Well, they've got a flash on Busio, and in 6 seconds he'll have his Hexagon made. And here comes the push.
It's gonna be Crystallize and Culling. Those are your tools, but they're going caps.
Yeah, it goes for caps. No flash on him, does have the Seeker's Justice Punch. The inhibitor tower will be forfeit as G2 do crack through the base. Caps still walking away, a Cyclone gets the slow, another Justice Punch into the taunt will slow down Yike as he can't catch onto Caps. And meanwhile, G2 continue to push in. A great Justice Punch, he has the Seekers, he doesn't use it!
Look at the base, Medic! Look at the base!
Now in taps as the first Nexus tower down as Kana has to use the base seal to get away. Cosmic Radiance coming down as well, it's going to be all members of G2. Yahoo getting chased out by the Viking, and he's almost sent to this grave, and he manages to survive.
Oh, here comes Yike.
Still alive, Yike on his way out. No flash, no Cyclone, G2 retreating. A full V5 in favor of KC, and G2 will be able to walk away. Busio can still chase. Has the flash, has the elevator, the Crystallize doesn't stop Kalista and Kana from getting across. The TP behind as Yahoo looks for them head to Ryan Gaze. A hexing ultimatum. Busio dives in. Busio dives. It's a mess in the middle of the 2-5. Broken pops to someone good better Ryan Gaze. Yahoo exhausted. Hansama surviving. Has the Guardian Angel. Yike tries to dive in, but he can't get close enough. Kalista begins to open up. KC are winning the fight. It's all on Hans, and he's clipped by the Mortal Steel.
Oh, he's
and no longer immortal. He eats the trap as Kalist takes the Quadra.
And a crowd erupts, Medic, as KC finds their last stand. They hold the line. It looked scary. It looked terrifying for them. But G2 wasn't able to find the final push that they needed. And it's a fantastic, fantastic punish and a masterful TP by Yahoo. The fact that Casio comes from behind, splits up G2 in this fight, and you see Hansama trying to navigate it, getting healed, but it's the petrifying gaze here by Yahoo
just
that flips him, that creates the space for KC to walk forward. Delusion got stunned, Delusion cannot shoot you anymore, and it's Kalist. He makes the most out of that space and ends up wiping the floor with all of G2.
That Mortal Steel just clipping the edge of Hansama, and Kalist sends a headshot through his skull. KC, we have their soul up in 17. What more could you want here in Paris?
One Caitlyn. If you get this mid push right now, they could just set up all their traps in bot side, and G2's gonna walk into that.
The risk is you go for soul and G2 just push through mid.
Look at them, they're trying to push down mid right now.
There's only one Nexus tower remaining. Kalist will headshot the cannon minion. In terms of summoners, only Kalist has his flash for KC.
Yahoo on the sideline right now. He has secured a good flank for himself. He needs to create angles in this team fight. Hansama has no flash.
Kana looking to flank as well. There's the culling. Busio at half HP. The soul, the target. Broken Blade trying to come in as Caps is caught by Kana. Kalist stand up though, has the flash, but he's dead before he can get away. He's ready. It's coming out as well as Hansama. It's killed Kalist. Yahoo with a great arm kills Hansama. Both the enemy carries it down. And there's your face seal, G2. Here in the home of the blue wall. You will not stand.
KC came back. It looked lost. It looked unwinnable. But with a soul on their back, they're not pushing down mid lane. I do not think they can end the game, but it's gonna be the Baron for KC, the towers for KC, and the crowd is definitely making themselves heard here today.
Let's have another look at it.
Look at
Kalist dies immediately.
Yes, Kalist gets caught here by Broken Lid, but Hansama doesn't get the Taricult. He barely walks out of it, ends up falling to the Cyclone. If that Taricult connects onto Hansama, he can pump out so much more damage, but in the end it's just Skumond as the solo damage dealer from G2, and he can't burst through the health bars of KC. It's a full team wipe. No, Caps manages to get out.
Caps
it's
escapes.
The soul, it's the Baron, and suddenly the winds of victory is flowing behind KC on this day.
The only problem for KC, they have won the last two fights. Burn through KC. You have enough damage, in my mind at least, from Hansama, assuming he's protected.
Yeah, the problem is the range right now. Kalist, Hex Optics, Rapid Fire Cannon. Caitlyn does so much damage, and she's so hard to reach
and she's
for the team
build.
comp of G2. You need a flank from Caps or something to line a taunt on her, but it's so difficult because you also need to peel for Hansama. You need a pick. You need a crystallize, you need something to catch KC off guard.
And the pick will be set up around the Elder. 3 minutes away, Baron expiring in 50 seconds. Busio tries to step forward, he has enough escape tools, but G2 can't go for more. LeBron met with a Piltover Peacemaker, and I feel that damage means war. LeBron, squishy because he's a support, but still at 3 items. Has not gone the Thimble Winter route, or the Diadem has just sat on that tier the entire game. Broken Blade looking for the flash ross into Busio. Doesn't quite land it. Hans Summer relentlessly cannon. He takes the one.
But G2 need to hold their position here. They need to make sure Caps can catch this, but Kana catches him out.
Kana uses the QSS, Justice Punch, stopwatch.
Oh, stopwatch the E damage.
Goes back with the Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, towards the top side, Broken Blade caught out with the Hexagon range. TP coming in as well with the flash ross onto Busio. There's a stopwatch and Broken Blade, he's going to have the egg. Gets the Cyclone out as Hans Summer jumps onto Kalist. Needs to dash forward, he gets it, Kalist is down. And KC left no way to carry to his own devices. And those devices will take it out for the Predator again. Gets onto Hans Summer, he's still out to GA. Yahoo and a stopwatch, Jake trying to get away. The Death of the connect on him. Yahoo falls. A hero's entrance from Caps. Gets the knock-up. Hans Summer's dead. Kalist is dead. Yank gets one. He heals up with the Thunder Sky, and now it's all of Ghana. He's the no damage. Olaf. Answers gets the GA. But only Caps remain standing.
KC has won the fight. They can run down mid. Geiger is going to chase Caps and let Kana be the one to run down mid to end this game. He's flashing out. Tries to get to the Nexus. I think he needs to recall. If you run through this Kana again, you're gonna get one shot.
Caps will recall.
20 seconds of Broken Blade. He got caught out in the beginning of that play. I actually don't think Kana can end it, but it's gonna be the Elder for KC. This game is not over, Medic!
Top lane inhibitor tower fell to minions. The inhibitor is surely to follow as well. Kana's gonna come across. 7 seconds on Kalist. That inhib likely to fall to G2's minion wave. KC will get the Elder, they'll wait for the respawns of Kalist, maybe Yahoo as well, they still have 7 seconds. Is Kalist there in time on the top side to save that inhibitor? It looks like it. KC get the Elder, win the fight, but how damn close is this game?
Let's rewatch this fight, Medic. Broken Blade tries to find a pick onto Busio, but he ends up being engaged on and starts to fight. Never mind, we don't have time for that. We're gonna look
Busio
at the drive setup.
Justice Punch out, Kana going in, the dazzle comes out, but on the back line is LeBron who always gets taken out, the Elder as well, so good here for KC, they'll kill off Caps. The talisman for G2 now in the dirt, and Baron, KC's opportunity.
I mean, G2 can't contest this. They have Elder buff and Chemtech Soul. You need to try to stall this out. Elder still up and available for 1 minute and 45 seconds. KC, your timer starts now. You need to try to make the most out of this double buff, or we're gonna go for another Elder Medic.
42 minutes. 6 Dragons, 7 with the Elder, 2 Barons. And now the question is, can G2 defend? How quickly the tables have turned here in Paris. You can hear the songs resounding amongst the KC fans. They feel this is pretty much done for. They're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but G2 are still holding on to that sliver of hope. That oh so precious thing that somehow they can find a fight to turn this around. The Elder halfway expired, the Baron remains for 2 minutes. The waves will crash in synergy from KC, but Kana steps back and G2 are able to clear out mid.
It's roughly 40 seconds more of Elder. You see Kalist, he can't wait for Elder to time out. They want to end this game and they want to do it now, Medic.
The waves aren't in the best spot. The super minion's dying in the mid lane. KC don't have a minion wave here to work with. The single might won't be enough, but Kana is going to take the top lane inhibitor tower because G2 all had to back and defend the Nexus.
Broken Blade's wave clear here is invaluable.
8 in the hole, Skewmon blocks it. Kana goes in with the Mortal Steel, base sealed onto the backline as well. This is the engage that they need. Cosmo Ready is coming down. It hits all 5. Cam surviving gets the taunt, but Cam goes down. He was in the stopwatch, so Cosmo Ready can get him. The next time is going to fall. Kalist stepping forward. Kalist rapping forward. Kalist trying to carry it all on his shoulders. And with the help of Kana, G2 have been defeated. Paris remains blue.
It's KC's house. G2 came. They were invited, but they are not leaving with a victory. Happy faces on KC. What a series. You want to talk about key player of the game, Medic? I have no idea who deserves it. Every single player stepped up. You can vote right now on LEC, at LEC on X. Kana, Yike, Kalist. For me, it's gotta be Kalist.
Yeah,
I think it came up so clutch in so many of those fights. The Caitlyn quadra kill to turn the game.
The crowd say it best. Rapturous.